Raise your hand if this has ever happened to you. Hey Workshop gang, I have something different for you today. I'm going to attempt to put away this tent. Now to give you some perspective, I've had this tent for probably 20 years. I've used it for camping, taken my kids camping, a variety of times, and recently my oldest son wanted to borrow my tent, and I said, sure, here you go, here's the tent. And he used it, brought it home, and this is what he brought home, because he could not figure out how to get everything back in the bag. So there's the top of the rain fly, or whatever you want to call that. Here's the poles, here's the stakes, and that's how the tent is in the bag. Now, I'm not trying to pick on my son, because in his defense, I always put the tent up. They may have helped a little bit, but I always put the tent up and I always put it down. And so he really didn't know what he was dealing with. But I want to point this out, because anytime you put something up like this, pay attention to how it comes out of the bag, and then just put it back in the same way. That's your easiest process. But I'm going to try to remember myself how all this stuff was in the bag. Okay, I'm going to try to get all this stretched out so you can see what I'm working with. Just so you know, this is a Coleman tent. Should be 2 poles here. And there are. Okay. I'm not going to go into detail about putting the tent up. Uh-oh. Well, that's there's 3 poles. This is for the rain fly. Okay. Don't need to worry about those. Yeah. Just so you know, this is a Coleman 9x9 dome tent, and it's going to give you your instructions for putting it up, but I don't know that it gives you instructions for putting it away. And again, this isn't about putting the tent up, it's about storing the tent. And I can tell you that just wadding it up into a ball is probably not the answer that you want to go for. Six. Now, one thing I've always tried to do is when I do this is I use the length of the bag. That tells you how much space you really have. And you compare that to, let's say, the length of the poles. Poles are a little bit shorter than the bag. But if you look at it, it kind of gives you an idea where you need to fold your tent. So essentially, it should be 4 sections, I think, is what it works out to. And a lot of times you can look on your tent and get a what I call a witness mark, where it was folded before. my case, those are probably gone because it was all messed up to begin with. And again, I'm trying to do this from memory. Hopefully, that's within the range of what I'm looking for. I'm not going to finish that just yet though, because I want to also make sure that the rain fly is put away as it should be. And these are not square, you know, they're kind of tapered in the middle. So I've got the wind helping. But it's really the same kind of concept, you know? You only have so much space to deal with. Set that aside for the moment. Hopefully I'm in frame here. All right, if I remember, actually, yeah, those go in later. You could put them in the middle, but those will go in later. You know, I may just do it that way. Get them all in part of the bundle. This poor bag is so beat up, but look at that. Bag is falling apart from just time, but it all fits. Imagine that. Imagine that. All right. I hope you learned something from that. You know, it's a matter of sequence. I say it before on all my other videos. Sequence is scored, right? Because sometimes you do things and there's a process that has to be followed for it to work properly. And there's actually plenty of room left in this bag, but now you know how to put away a 9x9 Coleman tent. All right, that'll be the end of this video. I want to thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Leave a comment, thumbs up, all those cool things, and help this channel grow along with the other channel. And I'll continue to do more off-the-wall how-to videos, and that's going to be it. So thanks for watching. Until next time, take care of yourselves. See ya.